Jamal Niaz here with the legendary Sgt Slaughter here at For the Love of Wrestling with Monopoly Events. How amazing has it been catching up with old friends and seeing all the fans so excited to meet you?
Oh, it's so great to be back. It's almost like coming home and seeing all my friends and fans and the universe of not only wrestling fans, but G.I. Joe fans and Action Force fans. And we've been having a great reunion and met a lot of new fans, and just been a great time.
You know, reflecting on your career, when you look at winning the WWE title or the WWF title as it was known back then at the Royal Rumble against Ultimate Warrior, would you say that was the proudest moment of your career?
I'd have to say anytime you win a world title, it's a pretty proud moment. I think going into the Hall of Fame, the
Rings.
3 different Hall of Fames I've been in, really is the accomplishment. That's you go from being a legend to legendary once you become a Hall of Famer. So not only I'm the only human being that has a WWE Hall of Fame ring and a G.I. Joe Hall of Fame ring. I'm the only human that has that.
Amazing, because there was that period in WWE where you had to leave for a moment because you got offered to be the first man version of G.I. Joe.
Yes.
And that was too big of an offer for you to turn down, wasn't it?
Yes. I tried to bring it in with the WWF at that time, but they had already signed with LJN, their toy company, and so Hasbro and LJN would have a conflict of interest. So I had to make a decision to either stay in wrestling and go on to WrestleMania 1 or go be the first living G.I. Joe. So I chose to go the other direction because I figured I could always be a wrestler, but I couldn't always be the first living G.I. Joe because if I didn't do it, they had a couple others in mind, Sylvester Stallone, Chuck Norris, and a couple others. So I might not be sitting here right now talking to you if I hadn't made that move.
Yeah, the first ever living G.I. Joe. Now, you touched on WrestleMania 1, but you got your first huge WrestleMania main event, first huge WrestleMania moment against Hulk Hogan. Obviously, it must be bittersweet because you're going in there as the world champion. You don't leave as a world champion, but it's the pinnacle of the sport, isn't it?
Yes. Anytime you're the main event of any arena match, television match, or pay-per-view, that's a pretty good thing to have on your resume, especially if they have an SO behind it, sold out. And so we sold out WrestleMania. Unfortunately, we couldn't go to the LA Coliseum because of all the death threats and everything to secure the Coliseum. But we went indoors and had the pay-per-view record for quite a few years, but it's been shattered since then. But at that time, it was a pretty big deal.
Final one, in terms of memorable opponents, we mentioned Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, obviously the Iron Sheik, that was a huge rivalry. Out of all the opponents you faced throughout your career, in-ring and storyline-wise, who were the ones that you learnt the most from in terms of the wrestling business as a whole?
Pat Patterson, Harley Race, had great matches with the Iron Sheik and a lot of great matches with Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior. And it just, Pat Patterson was the one that really showed me how to be a ring general along with Harley Race. And when you get into a ring with Harley Race and you go 1 hour to a draw, and then you come back the next week and you go 90 minutes to a draw, and then the following week you go back and you do 2 hours to a draw, you learn a lot. So those 2 gentlemen really taught me a lot in this business. And of course, being my tag team partner, Don Coronado, and going up against Ricky Steamboat, Jay Youngblood in the Crockett Promotions, the Mid-Atlantic area, where we took a small audience and we built it up to what is now Starrcade, was Starrcade. That started off of that match, and then WrestleMania followed that because of what we did in our match.
Amazing. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure sitting down with you here today, and no doubt the fans have been geeking out meeting you, and you've had some amazing stories. So enjoy the rest of the weekend here in Manchester. It's been an absolute blast. Thanks so much.
It's been great to be here, Manchester. Hope to see you again soon. Yo, Joe, full force. And make sure you get a Cobra Clutch and join the Sgt Slaughter Cobra Clutch Club.
What a moment. Thank you, Sarge.
Yes, you're welcome. Let me get you your coin here. There you go. There you are.
Oh.
You're a proud member of the Cobra Clutch Club.
What a way to get initiated.
Yay.
Thank you, Sarge.
You're welcome. You're dismissed.